What is going on, YouTube? It's Jeremy Johnson with the Indie Investment Group with a quick update on what's going on with our renovations and everything else we got going on this week. So stick with me and we'll catch up. So I wanted to give you all a great video to show you everything that we're doing. We had some technical issues shooting a video, so I'll have a video to you next week from the actual property, and we'll get that out to everybody at that time. But in the meantime, I've got some good pictures, and I'll give you a quick voiceover of kind of what we got going on and some of the discussions that we've been having, just so everybody else is kind of brought up to speed on what we're doing. As always, if you like any of this information or if this information is helpful, please like or subscribe to the channel. It really does help, and I really do appreciate all of you who do subscribe already. We partnered up with JRC Remodeling, local contractor who's actually based out of Greenfield. A lot of experience dealing with this sort of work, lots of different fields, knows a lot of subcontractors, was really excited to take on this opportunity, and also is looking to possibly invest in the future. So it's really a good partnership for the both of us to be able to go forward and kind of hopefully make this project work. So we're both genuinely excited about the project, and we're going to have a lot of really good pictures to talk about. The very first thing that we looked at whenever we looked at the property was getting it secured, as far as, since it's going to sit vacant, we don't want people coming in and out, and while we're working on the project, we don't want to have to worry about anybody coming in and out or being surprised by a squatter or anything else. So the very first thing we wanted to do was change out doors and make them secure. We wanted to get the oversized striker plates secure, so that there was, the larger bolts going into the larger screws going into the side of the frame, all of it, so that you were not going to be able to come through those doors and lock them all up. Single key. We didn't want to have any other keys out there, so you really wanted to change the locks because we didn't know if the tenant had lost some keys or anything else had changed. So that was one thing we did. So JRC went out there. Jed did a great job changing out the doors, putting in new solid steel doors in the front and back, locks, keys, screen doors. As you can see, significant upgrades, and the trim is way better. Everything is nice and really tight, really good and secured. We also added a screen door to the front because the previous screen door was in really bad shape. It was a single screen all the way across, and then now we have the new screen door, which is much nicer, much more concise. We are also going to be replacing the front window and doing a couple other minor things in the interior. The other big thing that we're dealing with is the storm damage ripped a lot of the gutter board, soffit, fascia. All that's going to have to get fixed. That becomes very important for getting that top closed off. So we're going to do all of that very soon. So we had this big whole exterior column on the other side of the house. Now, one of the tenants hasn't been able to move out yet. They're still working on that, and we're hoping that they're going to be able to find a place. We've got a couple other things going on with the electricians coming in, changing out wiring, insulation, like I said, the roof. A lot of other things are going to get fixed on here. But the one side is not empty, so we're not going to be able to get into there and do anything there, and we want to leave them as long as best we can. But we went ahead and fixed this brick on the one side because, as you can see, this is a little bit of a problem. And then so we were able to go back and fix it. We didn't want to spend a lot of money on matching mortar, brick, and everything else in order to make it look as beautiful as possible, because we still have to do some landscaping, and honestly, that's the side of the column. You really can't see it from the front, and what little bit you can't see from the front isn't going to make a big difference. So we went ahead and just basically just used some weather sealant across that. A lot of good adhesive, shouldn't be an issue, and we're going to clean all that up here a little bit later. More work's coming on it. Duplex is always going on. This is just to get you up to the day. We'll have a lot more work by this time next week, and we'll be able to hopefully get some videos of everything that's going on. I know Jed wants to get some stuff from JRC, and we're going to put it on our channel and help promote them as well. So we're going to kind of do that for them as best we can, and I'm going to talk about the other contractors we got coming in and doing some work for us as we go forward. Beyond that, I'm going to an auction tonight, virtual, but I'm going to a virtual auction tonight to look at some more properties and see if we can pick up the next place. I'm also meeting with the mortgage lender and bankers for next week to look at getting this place a loan on it for going forward. And we're just keep growing the business as best we can. So hopefully everybody's enjoying this journey with me, and I'll see you next week.